I'm Greg Roberts. I learnt about FasterEFT by Googling procrastination, and FasterEFT came up with a video, watched that, liked it, and then got hooked on it. I think it's the best sort of system that I've come across for dealing with any issue, whether it's emotional or physical, which is what I've come here this weekend for, because I've got osteoarthritis in my feet, and this was you can heal your body, so how long it'll take is another thing, but I saw Robert a year ago, volunteered, and was tapped on and didn't know what on earth had happened to me, because the day totally disappeared and I don't remember much of it at all. But what was nice was that a year later, virtually to the day, a lady who was on that same course saw me come in and she said, "Goodness me, you have changed." And so what that is, I don't know, whether it's just more relaxed or whatever, I don't know. But I do feel different, and I decided New Year's Eve that my life was going to change, and I've been more positive since, and I watch Robert's videos not constantly, but almost every day. I'm always looking for the latest one. What I also like about FasterEFT is the fact that it's an ongoing process. It's developing all the time. I'm a qualified counsellor, but I only ever did it as voluntary work. But it was a fixed thing, and the thing that I like most about about FasterEFT is that there's a process called no content, where somebody, because in counselling you can't counsel family or friends because you're part of the dynamics, they won't tell you things and so on, but with this it's all in the privacy of your own head, and I think that is excellent, which means I can help some of my friends who might have a problem or two, like I did have, will have in the future, whatever. So basically that's it.
Yeah. And how have you found the week?
Exhausting, absolutely exhausting. Even the night before it started, I'm thinking, I'll volunteer again, but is he going to have time for me? And in the end, he had time for everybody. What I also like is very non-judgmental. He's got a really nice personality where nothing's good, nothing's bad, it's just his. And he treats everyone the same, and I like that.
And what about the content, the tapping versus explaining the system?
Well, I think for those who were new, who hadn't been before, it needed quite a bit of explaining at the beginning, so there was obviously less people tapped on in the first couple of days. But once people sort of got the idea under their belt as to what was going on, even if they didn't totally understand it, the more people that were tapped on, the clearer it became. It certainly did from my perspective, and I kept thinking, he's doing that now, he's doing this now, right.
What was your experience of being in a group and actually tapping along as other people were being tapped on?
It was fine because it's a safe environment, safe atmosphere. I didn't feel embarrassed, even though a couple of times he said, "Last time Greg cried his eyes out, he was bawling like a baby," and I thought, that's embarrassing. I think, no it isn't, it just happened, you know. And it was because it gone straight through into deep stuff, you know, deep emotional stuff. So yeah, I was quite happy with that. And if something came up for me, a couple of times, especially when men were talking about things that had happened, their problems and so on, that I found that yes, I needed to tap at the same time because it raised issues for me as well. So I've still got a lot of work to do, but at least I've got the tools now to do it with.
And do you feel able to go home and carry on tapping on yourself?
Oh yeah, definitely. And he even said, when I mentioned about my feet, he said, "Well, tap on yourself as you're walking along." And I think, I'll fall over, because I need a stick. But it's tapping the heat at the moment. That's the important thing, so, to me.
Have you tried any other healing modalities before, or processes before?
No, not really. I looked at EFT on YouTube, because when I found it, I thought, well, what's the difference between FasterEFT and normal EFT? And I thought it's taking too long. And I deeply and completely accept myself and so on. So, well, that's fine if you don't, but I already do, because I like me. So it's a matter of moving on the next step, and I couldn't find what that step was until FasterEFT came along.
Okay. Thank you so much, Greg. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.